Hey, I do want to apologize if the quality is bad because I did a speed test and it theoretically should be good, but I am at my friend's house. I'm dog sitting. Not the dogs you might be hearing outside. The two dogs I'm dog sitting are currently laying down like little angels. And so I wasn't sure, but I've done a live stream every single month. Oh, no, here we go. Guys, it's okay. It's just some other dogs outside. Shh. Shh. Well, this is fun. I don't usually have pets with me when I'm filming live, but I'm sure hopefully most of you guys are doing something super fun for New Year's Eve. But obviously, I'm slightly sick, woot. And also, I am dog sitting for my friend anyway, so it's actually all good that I'm, in the house and want to do this a little early one because, just because I'm in LA, not everybody is. And also, once it gets a little later, there's gonna be fireworks and stuff, I assume. And then I'll be on dog protector duty in case they get a little stressed. Also, my hair looks super cute. I got a haircut in Wisconsin and I showered, so it's all cute and curly and stuff. So, yay me. Ooh, he got up. One of them. That's Arlo. He's so cute. Anyways, to the important stuff, my month. And then, depending on my throat's doing, I'll talk about my year a bit, but I will talk about kind of the end of the year into the new year in a different video. But, anyways, to my month. So, this has been a really good month, honestly. And I know my last live stream, I definitely talked a little bit too much actually about this month because I was like really excited about my San Francisco trip. So I apologize if you're like, I already learned this, Lauren, but I'm going to be true to the system. So basically, I was still in San Francisco. I woke up December 1st in San Francisco, and that was the last day that I was there, I think. Yeah. I'm like, actually, am I crazy? So we went to the cable car museum, and San Francisco apparently is the only place with a like operating cable car system, like currently. So that was really cool. I felt like very historical to be, in the cable car. But then later we saw another car was like stuck or like parked in front of the cable car, and then the cable car couldn't move. And I was like, thank God that wasn't us stuck behind a car that was being annoying in the street and like not moving to get out of the way of the cable car. So pros and cons to the OG cable car system. It can literally only go like one way along the cable. So if a car is being annoying, they can't like go around the car. The things you learn. And then we also went to the aquarium, which was small, but it was cute. And some aquariums have like the tunnel thing. This had like three of the tunnel things. So that was kind of wild. I was not prepared, especially because like the first one was kind of dark and there was like this giant grouper like right there. I was scared. I'm going to be honest. I was like, this is terrifying. But luckily, that was the scariest part of like the whole aquarium, that one grouper. And there were sharks in this aquarium, but they weren't like big and scary and they weren't like right there at the entrance versus like little me happily walking through, casually looking, and then like terror, So I still think it was fun, but I definitely like I wouldn't call that like the top thing to do in San Francisco's aquarium. But it was cute and there were otters and the otters were adorable. So yeah. Also, I got this really pretty picture by the marine area. It looks better when not on my phone, going to a camera, live streaming to YouTube. But I was happy with it. I was like, I'm talented. When really it was just like a pretty scene, but whatever. Also, again, I apologize that my voice sounds sad, but I wanted to do this live stream this calendar year, and the voice is just not cooperating. So, also, I got my Spotify, lol, my Apple Music replay. I don't have Spotify, and Teats was all, one out. Not surprising. I'm not surprised. You're not surprised. Nobody's surprised. But it was pleasing nonetheless. And let's see. And then I also decorated for Christmas. I did put some shorts up of that, so you may have seen it, but I'm really proud of myself for getting the tree set up by myself. I haven't taken it down yet. I'm going to do that probably tomorrow. So I can't say I'm proud that I put it away yet, but I was a little worried because last year I didn't put it up by myself. I had, help, but I, was determined to do it and I did it. And it's just so nice. Like, it was nice to come home from work, like, because I have a tree timer. So I would come home and like the lights would be on. And that was really cute. And it made me feel, happy for the holidays and little like warm, fuzzy vibes for my little tree. And yeah, that was nice. Also, just like, who doesn't like the holidays? Went to the animal shelter. I'm trying to see what else I did. Oh, yeah. Disney. I finally went to Disney California Adventure Park. And by finally, that's like a bit extreme. But I've been in California for like 2.5 years and I've been to Disneyland twice, but I hadn't been to Disney California Adventure yet. I never did like the park hop or anything. I just only did like the one park. So I was really, really happy that I finally got to go. And this is like my favorite picture from the whole day. I think I just look really cute and happy. It's hard to tell, but I have these like ears and they actually like light up. So later I did turn the lights on, but like during the day, I think you wouldn't have seen it anyways. So I went with two of my friends and it was really, really nice. The weather was beautiful, honestly. Like, I had a jacket and then I had like my outfit that you saw. So I was either wearing like the jacket and the coat, like a coat, or just the t-shirt. So I decided to like not go with a sweater, so that way I had a little more flexibility, and less layers because I had like my little Loungefly backpack, and you can only fit like so much in a Loungefly backpack, and I didn't want to like carry on everything all day, like if I had to carry a jacket and a sweater, etc. Anyways, I had a really good time. I was definitely really impressed with like the Incredicoaster, although it was really fast. Like, I was like, in fact, wait, I have the photo evidence of my face looking so stupid after the ride. And like, you're not prepared. I look bad. Okay. I admit it. I look bad. Sometimes I can make it like look cute. Like on the like Radiator Springs ride, I look happy. I look cute. I like knew the camera was coming. I did a peace sign. But on the Incredicoaster, I was like, whoa, because we went upside down. And I don't usually do like that many rides that go upside down. So I was like, whoa. The worst thing that I did at the good old California Adventure was the Ferris wheel, because we did a swinging gondola. And for those who don't know, let me see, I think I got a video. Basically, while you're spinning, oh, they can spin. Like, they're on these like weird tracks. So I thought I was gonna throw up like more than once. I didn't, thank God. But I felt like I was gonna die on this like Ferris wheel. I had been gonna get a snack, but my friend was like, "You should get a snack afterwards." She came in clutch because she'd done the ride before, or the Ferris wheel ride. Because if I'd had like my big happy soft pretzel and then I went on the ride, I would have puked for sure, 1000%. This is me and my Mickey pretzel, by the way. And here's me now dying tragically, but it was so fun. I love Disney. I would have met more characters had my friends been more game to meet characters, but they weren't really into it. Did meet Mickey, of course, but like I would have waited in line to meet a couple other characters just because it's fun. But they weren't really into it, so we did focus more on like rides and stuff, which was also good. We got like literally everything done on the list, and we did Soarin' twice, which was fun. Did we do anything else twice? I don't think so. Definitely Soarin' twice though. And I don't know, it's just so charming. And I don't know, I mean, I'm a Disney, like I love Disney all the time, but I definitely, I don't know, I try not, I don't think I'm a full Disney adult. Like, I am an adult who likes Disney or loves Disney, but like I don't have like a membership. I don't even actually have Disney Plus. I don't even pay for that. I'm like, no, I'm not about it right now. I've watched too many other movies like in theaters, and I watched too much YouTube to pay for too many subscription services. But it was great. It was magical. And I was impressed with the light show, like the firework water light show thing. Not fireworks, sorry. They were fireworks at Disneyland. But this is a spoiler. But tell me why they had like a sequence about like children and parents, for happy holiday wishes. But like half the parents died in the Disney. Oh, the fireworks have begun. Okay, well, I guess I should try to speed things along. So we're gonna move on. But basically, why all the so many Disney parents like pass away. So it was just like a little weird for that to be like the family bonding stuff. Um, More animal shelter. Oh, I saw Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. And I know some people like really didn't like it. I thought it was great. I did lower my letterboxed rating of it from 5 stars to 4 stars after a bit of time because I was like, I don't actually think it's a 5 star movie, but I still kept that heart there because I still loved it. I'm just trying to be more critical in my letterbox and not just like, oh, just because I love it. Like, is it actually like that rating? But anyways, I thought it was great. The music was amazing. I like anime. I don't watch a ton of it, but I do like the style. I thought it was really well done. I think some people are just kind of like, honestly, in like the Lord of the Rings fandom, unfortunately, are like sexist and racist. Um, so I think a lot of people were like upset about a movie about the unnamed daughter of Helm, but I liked it. I thought it was great, and I think all for female representation, and also I thought she was a cool character. Like if your only complaint was like, why do we care about a movie about this unnamed person? And then people were saying that like they only made the movie because they wanted to keep the rights. And I'm sure they did want to keep the rights. Like they could have made a movie about literally anything in like the Lord of the Rings canon and lore and history. So or like Middle Earth's history. So they obviously picked this for a reason. I mean, everyone likes Rohan. Like the King of the Golden Hall is also some like the best music. So they got to bring that back a little, some themes from Howard Shore along with the new musician composer, and I thought it was great. I will be buying it when it comes out, and I wait for me to buy it in physical form. So it better come out in physical form, or I will be upset. I made Christmas cookies. My friends and I we made a Mickey Mouse and some other homemade looking lovely cookies. I hadn't made Christmas cookies honestly in a long time, so it was really fun. One of my friends is really good at baking, so I got my grandma's recipe, which I got from my mom, and my friend had like all the supplies. I mean, I got like flour and stuff, but she had like the KitchenAid mixer and all that good stuff. And using her baking skills and my love of cookies, we made cookies. And then there's anything else. Oh yeah, we had a holiday party for work. I got a beanie from YouTube, which is kind of like a random gift, but I thought it was cute. I appreciate it. Like I'm not monetized on the platform, so it's nice when I get like a little like something to be like, oh, thanks for your hard work. It's nice. And then I went to Wisconsin, where I was reunited with my family and the puppy. The puppy, he loves running in the snow, and I love watching him run in the snow. It was cold up for a few days for sure. Like Christmas Day, it was 14 degrees when we were walking by like the lake. It was frozen, the lake, by the way. I think that was Lake Winnebago. Well, whatever. Anyways, it was frozen. We did not go on that lake, but we did see some people on it. But later in the week, it got a little bit warmer, so that was better because you know, white Christmas is fun. I love the snow, but there comes a time when it's a little cold to be outside, and 14 degrees is that time. I'm just saying, it just is. But it was beautiful. Like it is lovely. I I really miss like seasons. We do not have seasons here on the West Coast, really, or at least not in like SoCal. So it is nice to go somewhere where there are seasons. Time feels more real in places where there are seasons. And maybe that's just because I'm from the East Coast where we did have seasons in New Jersey. But I don't know, it makes me feel like it just makes more sense to me when there's like a distinct visual change in the earth than when there isn't. And I went to church, did a lot of chilling. Oh, we went to the Museum of Wisconsin Art. And then there's a bug exhibit, which I did post one thing. So be forewarned, if you don't like bugs, stop looking now. But there were like these kind of exhibits where there'd be like setups with like a bug. And these were real bugs. Like they were not models of bugs. They were dead bugs that were, like kind of taxidermied, if you can taxidermy a bug. I guess you must. Like these must be taxidermied because it's not like they still have organs that are like rotting away. Whatever. I don't know too much about bugs or taxidermy, so we're going to move on. But I thought that was interesting, like, exhibit, and then that was, like, a special exhibit, and then they had, like, the traditional gallery, and I thought it was really nice. My grandma, um, she really loved the Museum of Wisconsin Art, and I don't think I've been back there really probably since she passed away, so it was very nice to go, there and be somewhere that I know she really, liked to go. Then my sister and I went to the zoo. Most of my family left, on Saturday, but my flight wasn't until Sunday night, so stayed an extra kind of weekend, went to the zoo, went to the domes, which it's funny, when I was a kid, I feel like I thought the domes were so big, and I think they're still big, but, like, because I work at, like, Sphere and I've been to the Sphere, like, it was just funny, like, to see kind of a more circular, domey, spherical building. I mean, like, "Oh, it's not, like, so big as I feel like I thought it was when I was a kid." And that's just so funny, like, when you're little and you're short or whatever, everything seems so big, and then you grow up a bit, you're like, "Oh." But, I don't know, just kinda funny. And I do want to kind of wrap things up a little bit because I'm worried there's going to be a little more fireworks starting maybe around 7. That seems still pretty early for fireworks, but there's obviously been a couple noises. And I want to get the dogs feeling situated and comfy. But I do want to say that, like, this year, 2024, was obviously not the year like I thought it was going to be at the beginning, and definitely in, like, the first, like, the second third of the year, I would say, was really, really tough for me, with dealing with, breakup, serious breakup, and, like, I had to change a bunch of my meds, and I was really not doing very well. So, I kind of thought at that time, like, the year was just, like, gonna be a bomb, like, overall, like, it was just gonna be, like, the worst year ever, um, and in some ways it was sort of the worst year. It was probably the worst year, like, I've had, um, but that's not to say that it didn't have, like, a lot of good moments in it, and I feel like I do like, when I think about the year, like, I do think there was a lot of really happy, positive things. I mean, even with breaking up, um, with my, like, fiancé, my friends and family really were there for me and supported me, and I felt really loved, and special and cared for. And I'm really grateful for that. And, like, no matter what happens with my, like, romantic life, in the future, I do feel like a renewed sense of like, other community, because I think sometimes there's a way to, like, really kind of focus too much on maybe your romantic partner or whatever, and just to remember, like, you have other things in your life, hobbies. Like, I've done so much for the animal shelter this year. I hit my 100 hours of a volunteer in the calendar year. That's been so rewarding and special for me. I've gotten really back into, like, making YouTube videos. I've been like, although technically maybe, like, numbers wise, this wasn't as big a year as my last year because I didn't have anything go kind of, like, a little viral or whatever. Except I think maybe my warrior cats video. But I feel better about the channel because I made more longer form videos, which is what I'm more passionate about than the short form videos. And that to me feels like a success. I made progress on my animated short film, which is so important to me. And I've been trying to get more, like, active and, like, healthier for my big trip coming up, and, hopefully life as well. So although it's been an emotionally raw year, like, I do feel like it's been also overall, like, a good year, even if it was kind of the worst year in a way, like, I've had. Um, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like that sounds, like, contradictory, but it was, I guess, maybe that's life. Like, as you become an adult, like, yours have some really, really low lows and some other highs. Like, I went to Disney twice, Disneyland, Disney California Adventure. I went to I saw sequoia trees and redwoods. I saw the biggest tree in the world, with my mom, the General Sherman tree. Like, that's cool. I saw a whale, like, with my sister. I went whale watching. I've done all these really great things, and I saw so many movies. Like, it's been a really good year, honestly, overall. Like, when I think about, like, the good stuff, it feels like it's been a really good year. And I can also think about all the times I was, like, crying and felt really bad and everything. And that's, that's there. Like, I'm not, like, hiding that necessarily, but I just think it's important for me and, anyone watching to remember that, it gets better eventually. Like, time does really help, and your community will really help, no matter what. And yeah, like, I just feel like it's been a year of a lot of growth and change and life not going my way necessarily, which is probably really good. My OCD therapist definitely approves. But it's weird. Like, I thought, this time last year, like, I was like, oh, by the end of next year, like, you're gonna be married, Lauren. And we're not. Me, myself, and I are not married at this time. But that doesn't mean it was a fail of a year. Like, I am not a failure of a person because that didn't happen. As I've talked about, other videos, like, I made some goals in this book, and some of them I achieved, some of them I didn't. Some of them I made some progress, so I made very little progress. And that's okay, because, like, you may make a goal for the year, but then the year progresses and life kind of changes, and maybe your priorities change. And I know for me, like, my priorities did change when it became less about kind of like overachieving in some ways of life and, like, okay, gotta go down to the bare bones and, like, do basic taking care of yourself, Lauren, right now. And I'm not mad at myself for that. And that's, like, the thing I'm most proud of, I think, honestly, is, like, if I can't do something or I have to slow something down or change paths, like, not being mean to myself, about not accomplishing something because I'm taking care of myself. And that doesn't mean that, you can just, like, kind of not be accountable, responsible for anything ever in life in this, like, the name of self-care. But there's a balance, and I feel like I'm finally finally, I'm sure in, another 5 or 10 years, I'll be like, "Now I have a balance." But right now, it feels like I'm finally sort of finding some kind of that balance because I feel like I didn't have that, up to this point. And maybe it's because, my frontal lobe is developing, but I don't know. But I don't know, it's it's been a year, and I just wanna thank you. People are watching right now, people are watching later. Thank you so much just for all your support on my channel and letting me have a space to express myself and communicate to the world in a way that's really fun for me and hopefully fun for you. So I look forward to seeing you in 2025 and what we all get up to in the crazy year, I'm sure, to come. Happy New Year, and I hope you have a great start to a fresh new, I was about to say decade. It's not a decade. A fresh new year. Bye.